This video is about our experience with the Earthquake Brace and Bolt program in California. So this program allows you to sign up and get in basically a lottery to get a grant to help offset the cost of your improving how your house can respond to earthquakes. So my understanding is in 1994, after the Northridge earthquake, the earthquake uh, regulations in California changed quite a bit. I guess they changed before that as well. But one thing they did was to require that your water heater be strapped so it doesn't fall over and cause gas and water problems. But there was also other things that have changed over time that when houses were built before 1980, they didn't properly attach the house to the foundation, and so during a substantial earthquake, they can basically get shifted off their foundation, which is a very expensive repair. So the idea behind the earthquake brace and bolt program is that people can go back and retrofit their pre 1980 homes that have a raised foundation, in other words, not a slab, and attach the house to the foundation using retrofit brackets, which you'll see later in the video, and help prevent damage to your house during an earthquake. So let's explore this program a little bit more, and I'll finish up with my experience, including videos of the installation and so forth, and all that kind of stuff. Now you may have noticed on this page, it says right here, registration for the Earthquake Brace and Bolt program is closed. Learn more about EBB. That just takes you back to this page. It's closed for this year because it's already November, and the program's run out of money, but it gets refunded by the state legislature every week or every year, and so there's money at the beginning of the year, and then at some point, people sign up for it, it runs out. So our experience was we applied, and then I would say 4 or 5 months later, we got approval for a grant of $3,000. And you'll see later that our house cost about it's only a single story. It cost about $8,000 to retrofit, and we had a higher income than this, than the grant allows. You get an additional grant for up to $7,000. So if we'd been a low income, we could have got the whole thing paid for. Here's kind of the history of it. So it started in 2013. Is when actually 2011, and then 2013 they started the earthquake brace and bolt program. If you have a two-story building, they can also have the earthquake soft story program. I'm not familiar with that because we didn't do that. So you can check your eligibility, and all right. So once you get accepted, there's a web page that talks about that, and then once you've been accepted, you have 90 days to gather the retrofit documents and select a contractor from their directory. So you have to use one of their registered contractors, which is great. I mean, it's fine. I was able to find 3 contractors I could contact and get bids from them. So they have a contractor directory that they'll automatically figure out which contractors work in your area, and then you can actually even send messages through the website. All right, so here's the dashboard. I've blurred out the contractor name and our address and so forth, but everything else you can see here. So these are things that has to be done. So you select a contractor. The contractor will get the building permit for you, and this building permit is signed off by the building department. Again, this is all pre-approved process here, so it goes very smoothly, and the contractor will bird dog that. Then the contractor will take photos before, around the house and under the house, and then photos afterwards. Oh, these are outside photos, that's right. And then inside photos. That helps with the approval process to make sure your house is eligible. And then it shows crawl space before and after. And the water. I talked about the water heater being strapped. So our water heater was already strapped, so that wasn't part of the process. And then the receipts are, like the invoices that you've paid and so forth like that. So that's that, and then let's get into the actual construction. All right, we got lucky enough to be accepted by the Earthquake Brace and Bolt program in California. It's a lottery, and you put your name in if you think your house foundation could be
better bolted to the rest of the house. So our house was built in 1969, and 1980 the earthquake standards changed quite a bit in California. So now there's better techniques of attaching the house to its foundation, so during an earthquake it doesn't slide off the foundation, which leads to lots of damage, obviously. So that means you have to go into the house. So I'm not doing the work, but I'm going to go into there now so we can see what our current situation is. And there's a guy coming out, one of the contractors coming out tomorrow to actually go into the house, and then they'll give us a bid. So we're getting 3 bids, and we're going to compare the bids and see which one looks the best. And so I'm just going to go into the house this morning and take pictures of and some video of what our actual house to foundation bolting is today, and then we'll see what it is after they get done. All right, well, I found a bolt. It's right there. And there's another one over here in the corner. I saw one over here. Oh, yeah, it's right there. And there's one there. Okay, so they're kind of embedded right up against the sill that goes around the house. That's why I had trouble spotting them. I didn't really see a lot of them, but I guess they're put the sill kind of right on top of it. So anyway, we have bolting, and it looks like it's about I don't know, 6 feet apart, which I think is what the guy said on the phone, one of the contractors. So anyway, the big thing is we need bigger washers. That's one thing. They're gonna have trouble getting those nuts off those bolts, though. So I'm guessing we'll see what happens, but it's maybe more expensive than he suggested. So we're getting a $3,000 grant from the state. If you have low income, you can get more money, but you don't qualify for that. So the first guy quoted me $8,000 based on a standard retrofit system. He knew what kind of house I had by its location and the build history for this area. But he's going to come out and do a on-site thing just to confirm everything. But the other guy is coming out tomorrow to go into the house and actually look at it. So anyway, we found a bolt. There it is, and we're going to see what they say about what else we need to do.
If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Post a comment if you have any questions or ideas, and I'll try to respond. That's all for now, but more videos are coming, and if you want to see them, please subscribe to my channel and turn on the notification icon if you don't want to miss one. This is Beta Cygni signing out, and keep looking up.